Welcome back, friends and scoundrels. I'm Bran,
And I'm Lynne.
and this is Weird Cat Gaming, because I guess we've decided on that now. Because we are all things gaming, not just D&D anymore. Or barely D&D at the moment.
So today, I'm going to be teaching Bran Glow. Glow, in this game, all light has been taken from the world and we'll be playing as one of these adventurers, trying to collect shards of light to bring it back. So, we're going to go through the components and setup first. And then please don't chew on that.
Rebel Cat.
Please.
I'm rebelling.
Setup and components first, and then I'll be teaching him to play. So we have here the companion track, where we will be recruiting companions to help us. This is the player board. It's double-sided. There is this side, which is the land, and this is the archipelago.
It's much smaller than I thought it was going to be.
It is. I did imagine it would be bigger, but it's not. So here we are.
I barely even imagined a board game. I don't know why, kind of figured it was something closer to Stuffed Fables in a way.
Yeah. Providence of Shadows. That's what this side's called. I knew I'd get there eventually. Put this box out for him to sit in to stop bothering me, and he didn't do it. So there are two different sets of dice in this game. There are these small dice, and then the larger dice. And they have the different colors. We'll have one extra side of the matching element on them, so the green will have more earth and the red will have more fire. The large ones are ones that we'll get to keep and use every time, and the little ones will change based on which companions we draw, as you'll see once we get it set up.
Do we need some cups?
No, because I have everything in these little containers. These didn't come in the box, it's just an open box. But we got these little containers at the dollar store. Five in a pack.
5 in a pack for $1.25. Specifically, we got them in Dollar Tree.
Right. So these are the little firefly tokens.
Are there 10,000 of them?
No. Which you collect for bonus points at the end. These footprint tokens, and these are double-sided, same with the firefly tokens. They have two on the other side. Footprint tokens, which are spent as wilds when moving, which I'll explain more about when we get there. We have the first player token.
Rebel Cat, don't eat plastic.
And then these spell tokens, which are relevant to just one of the companions. Is he stealing my thing
No, he was
again?
going to jump up on top.
Oh. Relevant to just one of the companions, so we may not even see those if we don't draw that companion.
I'm going to apologize now. Apparently, Rebel Cat's feeling rather rebellious.
We've got meeples for this side of the board. I forgot the name again. Providence of Shadow.
Yeah.
So the colors. So you've got your little camp and your little one to represent your band, and a little marker for going around on the outside for keeping track of victory points. Fine. Here's your box. Sit in it. And these will match or correspond with whichever companion we end up choosing.
I'm letting him know it was there.
These are reroll tokens, which allows us to reroll our dice. And then these we actually won't be playing with today. These are the little ship meeples.
They're sheeples.
No, sheeples would be sheep meeples. These are
Shipples?
ship meeples.
Shipples?
Sure. which are for the other side of the board, the archipelago side. The blackback ones are the companions that will recruit to help us on our journey, and they have little shard of light victory point values, because the shards of light will be the victory points, and different powers that activate with the dice. And the white ones will be the companions we'll be choosing from, and they have...
Whoops.
Please stop shaking the table. The victory points and which dice we'll use and their own power.
There's an A in here. Do I need to pull it out?
Oh yeah, I need the A for these ones. And because
another
there's a set of A ones as well.
What are these again?
These are companions.
So what are the white ones?
Those are our adventurers,
Okay.
or our player characters that we're playing as.
I'm just checking because you called these companions too.
Did I?
Yeah.
My mistake.
So it confused me.
My mistake.
And then what are A?
These are both companions. They'll be set in a stack that will work through a kind of a round countdown. We'll go through them. So need to shuffle these and take out 3.
Do I need to do the same thing
And
with the
do
other?
the same for B. Just shuffle them up and randomly remove 3 of them, which will go back in the box. So we'll take B, just put A right on top of it, and those will go here next to the companion track, which I'll neaten up once I get the box out of the way, once we have everything taken care of. So these will be our player characters. We're each going to pick one. Are we going to randomly draw, or are we going to look at them all and pick one? Random draw is usually how we do it.
Yeah, but this is an exception time. Guess you want that one. I'm guessing it's box. Or do you want the owl?
I don't know, that's why I was just going to random draw them, honestly.
I want this guy.
Aw. I always play as him. Well, if you're going to pick one, I'm going to pick one. So I'm going to use these. I'll use the companions to kind of go over these here. So when you roll the dice, this will be 3 of any of the same. We'll get 5 shards of light. 2 of any of the same. We'll get 1 shard of light, and he comes with 2 large yellow dice. This one, 1 water, or 1 sky and 1 water, gets a reroll and 3 shards of light. I think I'm going to end up playing him. This one doesn't have any special power, but it starts with 3 large dice, which you get to use every time. And this one, if you roll 1 orange, you get a footprint.
What's footprint?
Footprints, you spend... Let me zoom in here. When you roll your dice, whatever you have, like if you roll fire, you need fire to move here, or you can spend footprints as wild to move on these.
Okay.
So I'm going to play this one. So we'll take the corresponding meeple colors. So it will be green and blue, if you want to fish those out. And I will start with 2 large blue dice, and you will start with 2 large green dice. Oh, you already had it out.
Yes.
And then we will set aside, because...
Did you just take away the dice that I picked out?
Yes.
Never touch another man's dice.
Well, who on you? So...
Are we done with these?
Yes, we're done with those. So we're only playing with 2 people. And then we'll set aside 1 of each color.
How many people does this play?
This plays up to 4.
Okay.
2 to 4, and there is a solo mode that you can find online using these cards. So we're going to set aside 1 of each large die and this black die for different companions if they come up. Again, we may not even see those because they might not come up. So, oops, I guess just throw them back in the box. Clean it up later.
Did I win?
No, because you didn't actually get all of them in the box.
Yes, I did.
Alright. So now let's clean this up and get this in focus here. And set these off to the side. That's my guy. So we'll put our little tokens here.
On the 10?
On the 10. Our little camps.
Why are we starting at the 10 and not the 0?
Well, because you can choose to get a reroll to go back to the last reroll if you want to reroll your dice, so you have room to go back. And we start with our little camp and our little band here on the starting island. Move this over so we have room for the companions.
Do we want a dice tray?
Yeah, why don't you grab a dice tray? That would make it. So I've got this deck set up. I'm just going to set it off screen, off here on the side. This doesn't really fit. Alright. So, to start off, we have a row of companions, and I've got the first player token, because that'll pass.
This too shall pass.
So these are our starting companions to choose from. So, the game is played over 8 rounds, or 8 days.
Okay. And
it consists of 5 parts. Recruiting a companion is first, where we'll take turns picking one of these. Because it's 2-player, the first player will pick one and then discard one here to the cemetery. You wouldn't do that in a 3 or 4-player game, just in a 2-player game.
Yeah, to help maintain going through them.
Yes. Then the rest of the parts are actually played simultaneously, but we're going to do it one at a time because we're playing here. But they're normally done simultaneously. So the next thing we'll be rolling our dice. We will collect our dice and whatever dice are on these companions, because I'll show companion dice setup in a moment. We'll roll all those dice. You get 1 roll, and then you have to work with your dice to do your companion powers and your powers to get points or movement. And then we'll move on to the 3rd stage, which is using whatever we rolled to move on the track. I'll zoom in to show this. So if I rolled 2 greens, I could move 2 green places. If I also moved a cloud, I could come here. So these are based on the dice that I roll.
Okay. But I know I asked about footprints earlier, but I can use footprints to go on those too?
Yes, you can spend footprints to go on those.
Okay.
There is also, zoom in a little bit further maybe, no. Coming to these islands, which is where we'll these towns, which is where we'll set up our camps for victory points at the end. You have to pay whatever here is in gray. This one is 1 footprint, but you also gain a reroll token, and then your camp is here. But when you set up camp, your turn ends immediately. So if you have more dice that you could continue on, you can't if you set up camp.
Do you have to spend your sparkle shine? I forget what you called it.
Shards of light.
Shards of light.
No, this is what you get at the end of the game if your camp is here. Wherever your camp is at is your end of game shards of light.
Okay.
You spend the gray stuff.
Okay.
So it'll be footprints in this case. And slide this down a bit. If you move past a gray one, you have to do what it says. So if you go from like here to here, you have to kill one of your companions. And this one here is water with a line through it, so you have to have no waters, have rolled no waters to move into that space.
Fascinating.
And there are companions also that have no waters, and excellent example. This one here, if you roll 2 fire, he dies. But, this is the spell card one. Then the spell is cast.
Ooh.
But he's also -1 shard of light. Okay. So that was movement and setting up your camp. Rerolling your dice. When you roll your dice, you only get one roll, but you can spend reroll tokens if you have them. Or you can move backwards to the last reroll to get a reroll, to reroll 1 or 2 of your dice.
Yeah, I was gonna. Is that the same with reroll tokens?
Yes.
1 or 2?
Yes. You get to roll 1 or 2 of your dice, or if you spend 3 reroll tokens, you get to choose a side of your die.
Ooh, nice.
I probably forgot lots of stuff, but we'll cover it as we get to it.
Yeah.
So I'm first player first. So to set up the companion's dice, I'm going to roll all these little die. And then based on what side is up, focus, I will match it to the symbol here above the companion.
And that's how many dice they get?
Yes, and these dice all come with whichever companion comes underneath them.
Okay.
So orange, or stone and fire didn't get any dice, so instead they will get 1 footprint.
So if you take them, you automatically get a footprint?
Yep.
Hmm.
Alright, who am I gonna take? Oh man. See, I would take him, but my odds of getting no water, considering all the blue dice I would have,
Right.
are really low. And I get to keep these large dice. The little dice go back every round, so I'm always going to have water dice. So I think... I don't know. I don't like any of my choices to start, honestly. Kind of want to take the spell guy, because I've actually never had him come up before. I think I will.
What's the dragon guy do down there?
So if you roll 3 of a kind, you get 4 shards of light.
Okay.
So I have to get rid of 1, and I'm going to get rid of that one. So you can't pick that one.
Why?
Because first player picks 1 and then gets rid of 1. So this one, if you roll no clouds and no fire, you get 6 shards of light. No.
I'm going to go with that one.
So you're going to go with this one?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so you get this and a footprint.
Okay. Now, do we recycle these every round, or do we keep them until...
You keep those until they die or until the end.
Okay. And then I have to pick one to get rid of?
Nope. So I was first player, so I picked one for me. I picked one to get rid of, and then you pick, and now these other 2 just die. Okay. Go to the cemetery. So die.
So die.
I gotta move this because I don't have room for my companions up here. Alright. So, this part would be simultaneous, but we're gonna do it one at a time.
Okay.
So, I'll roll first. And these are the dice that I have to work with, unless I spend rerolls. So, when you roll your dice, you can use your companion's powers, or your adventurer's powers and your companion's powers as many times if you had dice. So if I had 2 clouds and 2 waters, I would gain this twice. That does not apply to moving on the map. So you may now roll your dice.
What is that for?
If I have him at the end, he's worth negative points. So I kind of want him to die.
2 crystals. So I get 6 shards, right?
If you choose to keep those. Because you get to choose to, you can go back to get a reroll. And I think, because I haven't gained anything out of mine, I think I am going to go backwards to gain a reroll. And I'm going to reroll my big dice. Which did nothing. I still have nothing.
You can move 1 fire.
I can move 1 fire, but I still gained nothing. So that was really not good go for me. Right. So, yes, since you have no clouds and no fire, you get 6 shards of light. So you advance 6 on the track. And that does not mean you get a reroll.
Okay.
You have to go back to the last reroll to get a reroll. So I've got nothing. Absolutely nothing. Butt kiss. Let's see.
So, are you trying to get as far as you can on the track?
Yes, you want to... This is your victory points. Oh, and I forgot end of game points. If you have more fireflies than you have companions, you get 10 shards of light. And each footprint is worth a shard of light at the end as well.
Okay.
So I think I'm going to move... I'm blue, right? I'm going to move 1 fire. Because I spent that dice to move... That die... Jeez. To move 1 fireplace.
So this is a companion.
Yep, that's...
And
yes,
they don't count for any light?
This is the end of game scoring.
I know.
So this is each companion, their value in the corner. X is however many. So 0. This one's worth 1. And mine is worth -1.
Okay.
If you have more fireflies than you do companions, you get 10.
So almost 10,000.
Wherever your camp is at, you get whatever number shard of light is there, and each footprint is worth 1 shard of light. So I did my movement. You can't move.
Unless I spend my footprint.
Unless you spend your footprint, yes.
But I don't want to.
Alright, so we've done movement. So now we re-roll our little dice. Oh no, not re-roll. I messed that up. I'm sorry. I'm only human. I don't even remember what they were. I know one was fire. No, my fire was up there. I had 1 water and a leaf and I guess a cloud because I don't remember. You know what? I'm just going to re-roll them because I can't remember what I even had. You're not supposed to re-roll them. That was my mistake. Whatever I had rolled, I put these back in their matching place. So now this person's getting tons of dice. And any that don't have would then get a footprint, but everything has something.
All right.
So then we refill, and first player is passed.
All right. I want that one.
Want the one with all the dice?
Yeah.
Which one are you getting rid of? Which one are you saying I can't have?
So we are competing a little bit, right?
Yes. We're competing for renown. We're both have the same objective to try to bring light back into the world, but only one of us is getting sung about in the tavern at night.
I want more glory than you do.
Yes. Oh, I guess I should explain this one. This one is the only card that brings in this black die. And once it comes in, it stays in. So if this guy dies, the black die is still there. But this one is protected from the black die, and wherever the black die is, whoever had it... The black die is a bad thing.
Okay.
If you had drawn it with yours and you rolled it, whatever it shows are sides that you're not allowed to use. Or there's just losing shards of light.
Okay. I think I'm going to take away footprint guy.
Take away footprint guy?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Alright, well I don't want this one because I need clouds to activate this power. This one will get me footprints and shards of light, but it's worth negative points at the end. And this might hurt you.
But it could also hurt you.
No, I can move the black die. If he dies, then it would hurt me. I think I am just going to take this one, though. And we'll just not play with the black die this time.
Good enough. Is there only one of those?
Yes.
That crow?
There's several versions of that crow, but they do different things. That's the only one that has the black die, though.
Okay. Oh, get out of my hand, guys. Jeez.
My turn. Unless you're going to do any rerolls. I'm not even going to give you a chance to answer that question. I'm just going to roll. Why can't I roll clouds? This is ridiculous.
So, going to do reroll.
You have to go
I
back.
go back first before I move forward?
Yes, you go back to the last reroll place.
Okay.
And now you get to reroll your dice. I think I am also going to reroll because I still don't have any powers activating, and I still don't. And now I'm not moving either.
I've got a total of 9. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Yes, because you got 3 for this one and 6 for that one.
And I already took my foot.
You already took your foot.
Now I can move.
Now you can move.
1, 2, 3.
Because you rolled 3 leaves. I rolled absolute crap. Nothing I can use. So none of my powers activate, and I can't even move.
I forgot to ask.
At the end.
Okay. So at the end, I would get
Yep.
fireflies for him.
Yes. Alright, so you put your little dice back on whatever it is that you rolled.
Greens. Crystals. Water. And the footprint stays?
Yep.
Nice.
So... Oh, I can... no, I didn't. Okay. Alright. We'll put out fresh guys. Pass the first player, and I get to pick a guy. So these ones, a whole bunch of these skettles came up. They have a big die in the corner, so I would gain that big die to keep. So,
anyways, what were you saying? So those get, even if they die, do you get to keep it still?
No, when it dies, it goes away.
Okay.
Because it's his resource, so it comes from the resource pool. Yes. So I think because I need clouds and I haven't rolled any, and these light blues here have more clouds on them, I'm going to take Skettle. You know, he's only got 1 die, but I now gain the big die from the resource pool. And I'm going to get rid of... this Skettle. I don't know why I took that die.
Alright.
It's hot, so my brain's a little cooked. Bear with me.
I think... What does the cemetery mean? The skull?
That means he dies. But then you get 10 victory points. Shards of light.
And the frog.
You want... Folate.
The what?
And then these 2 die. I am not doing very good. This game is not in my favor. So I'm first player, me first.
House roll, re-roll.
I don't want to. It's a cloud for once.
Yeah, a cloud.
I got a cloud. I am still not moving.
Oh my god.
You know what the heck? I'm doing so terrible anyway. I'm gonna re-roll them.
I am too. Yeah.
Alright, so I got 1 set of water and cloud, which I need to activate my companion's power. So I get a reroll token and 3 shards of light. 1, 2, 3. But because I also got that cloud, I can use that cloud for any and all of my companion's powers that use it. So I get to use this power as well. So I get a footprint and another shard of light. And I finally get... Oh, nope. I'm not green.
Right. So.
Darn it.
Yeah. I got his. So I get a firefly. And I get 2 shards. Now, do I keep the fireflies even if he dies?
Yes.
Okay.
Because you gained them through his power. It's not a resource.
Okay. 1, 2. And then I also got my main guy. Oh, can your characters die?
No.
Okay. And I can move 1, but I also got a water. Whoops. So I can go there.
I can't move again. You know what? I gained the footprint. I'm just going to spend the footprint to move anyway. Because why not? I'm going to lose anyway. This is going very terribly for me. So we put our dice back where they were rolled. Red will now have a footprint because there's no red die. And we will refill the companion pool.
And how do companions die again?
If you pass one of these kill a companion things, or if, like in Skettles,
or
if I roll
says...
3 greens, he dies. You are now first player.
I think I'm going to take this
one. The purple die, I didn't go over it, is a little bit different. It has a footprint side where you'll gain footprints rather than what have you.
Take out the fly thing on the end.
And the fly thing on the end. So this one is no water, gets a reroll on shards of light, but my dice are inclined to roll water, and I want water, honestly. But I don't really want any of these, need any of these other ones. I do want all those dice, though. You actually got rid of the one I wanted.
I know.
Because
I'm a poo.
You are a poo. You know what? I'm going to take it anyway. Why not? Just because I want all the dice. So these guys die. Thank you. Mm-hmm. Your first player, go ahead and roll. Maybe we should have played across from each other so we had more room.
Maybe. Alright, so I go back here. And I can re-roll 2? Or
yes,
just 1?
1 or 2. Dang it. The dice are with you today and against me. That's what this is.
But I still get a re-roll. 1. So I can re-roll this if I wanted to.
That re-roll token doesn't take effect till next round.
Oh.
Because you have to
I still
re-roll.
get that, though.
You have to re-roll, and then once you're okay with your dice, then you gain their effects.
So do I get a shard of light for each?
Yes.
Okay. 1, 2. And then I get another firefly. And 2 more. 1, 2.
This is just fantastic.
Oh, so I get a reroll token.
Yes.
So I can reuse that whenever.
So I'm going to spend my reroll token because I got leaves and stone, which I don't need. I need clouds, which I've rolled nothing of. Double fire. So okay, I rolled 2 fire, which kills this guy. And because he died, it's going to cast a spell On this guy over here.
So, because I rolled no clouds, I can move here, right?
Yes.
Okay.
But I'm casting a spell on you. Thank you very much.
I still get to do my move.
We're not to the move phase yet. You're jumping ahead of me. So go ahead and pick a spell, my friend. So we don't have a little baggie to pick out of. So you leave it upside down till the start of the next round, because that'll take effect next round.
Okay.
Move him up. So that's something at least. Oh, and I finally get out of this fire. So now we move. So I'm going to spend 1 fire and 1 water.
So then to move into here, I have to spend a foot, right?
Yes. And I'm going to spend a footprint to come here. And I'm going to end my turn to set up my camp and gain a firefly.
And I get another reroll token?
Yes. And can you hand me a firefly token, please? Then that is the end of the round. Put our little dice back.
Excuse me.
And everything has a die, so nothing gets footprints. Put out new cards. Ooh. Nice. Might be taking that. So this one gets to pick any of the available large die.
Nice.
I think I might be picking him on the basis that I can't really... Although I am rolling lots of water. I could really use the points. I think I am going to go ahead. Oh, it's not giving me lots of dice to roll, though. I think I am going to take him, though. And his die, but I'm going to take this one so you can't have it.
Sorry, I'm going to take the one on the edge.
Just real quick interruption though. Look at this art. These are just gorgeous. I love these. It's really quite colorful too for a black and white game. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Oh, I spent that. I'm gonna reroll. There we go. That's better. Oh, sorry. So I've got 1 cloud and a water, so I activate my companion. So I get a reroll token and 3 shards of light. Yay, I'm back at the beginning now. I also did a single cloud, which activates one of my companions, so I get a footprint and a shard of light. I also rolled 2 waters and no stone, so I get 6 for each water, so that's 12.
I think.
Oh, your spell. We forgot about
shoot.
this. So his spell activated at the beginning. So anytime he rolls 2 orange, he loses 3 footprints.
Oh, jeez. And is that just stuck with me now?
That is stuck with you.
I'm gonna spend that. Reroll. God dang it.
It could be worse. Some of the other ones, like 2 clouds, you have to kill a companion. Any 3 of the same, you lose 7 shards of light. So really, yours isn't bad.
No, but I need oranges. So does that kick in automatically, or do I have a chance to re-roll before?
You have a chance to re-roll before. That's at the end of your re-roll choices.
Okay. So I rolled no clouds, so I'm gonna go back this way. I got 2 waters to get in my footprint. And I move 1, 2, 3.
When I play with the children, I actually leave out the black die and the spell.
Yeah.
Because they're... So I didn't roll my movement turn, right? I didn't roll any greens, so I can go here. And I rolled 2 waters. 1, 2. And a cloud, so I think I'm going to head up this way. Alright, we need a footprint for here. Alright. We are on to the B cards now, so we are halfway through. It's possible we were on to the B cards before and I just didn't pay attention. Yep.
So just whenever we run out of companion cards, we're done?
Yep.
Okay.
Because it'll come out to 8 turns. And you are now first player.
I want this one.
You want all them dice.
I do.
He's a good one.
And he's a good one.
Kind of hate you for that.
Well, it's the luck of the things.
It is the luck of the things. And the luck is not with me
so
today.
That one's got... Is that a card with a skull on it?
So this one, when you roll a cloud, you get to take a companion from the cemetery.
Ooh.
So I'll get to pick through all these discarded ones to pick one from there. In exchange for him. So he dies and you pick a different one.
Mm. I'm gonna take that one out.
Didn't like the way I was digging through the cemetery, figuring out which one I was gonna go for.
Yep.
Alright.
I don't think any of the other ones really benefit you enough to...
I'm doing so terribly today anyway. The rolls are really, really against me. So I'm gonna take Zephyl. Got such fun little names. Zelif.
Okay. Torkos.
Alright.
The Whippy.
Roll it up.
This one's like a child is trying to say bird. Bird! Ooh.
Oh, that's lots of orange.
Yeah, it is. Oh. Alright, so I'm going to back. Reroll these 2.
I hope they're both orange again. Just because my rolls have been so bad. One of them is.
I can still spend a token though, right?
You can still spend your reroll token to go again. Yep.
I've already got a cloud, so... Okay.
So unfair. So unfair. Did I not make the appropriate sacrifices to the dice gods today?
No, you didn't. So, 3 of a kind, I get 6. 1, 2, 3, 6.
I'm going to spend my reroll.
Then I get another 3.
Alright. So I've got a cloud and a water, so I get a reroll.
1, 2, 3.
And 3. 1, 2, 3. I got a cloud.
Water and a cloud.
And 1.
Ooh, dang.
I got 2 waters. So I now get 9 for each water that I roll. Because I have 2 that give me that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And fire does nothing for me, but it's there.
So, I'm going to... I think that's everything, right?
Right.
So you got this guy, I got this one. Oh, and I get a reroll. Jeez. Reroll token and a thing. That one. I think I'm done.
Alright. So I'm gonna move.
That was a lot.
I have 1 grass, so I'm gonna move here, which gives me 2. So I use the 2 side. Shards of light and
Oh man. That's a bummer. Why couldn't I have 1 more water?
I think I am. I'm gonna spend 2 of my footprints to move 2 more spaces.
Alright. So we'll move here because I got 1 water. I'm gonna spend a footprint to move another one. Then, and that doesn't end my movement, right?
No.
I can keep going. 1, 2, 3, and a cloud.
All right.
Right.
Man, I'm gonna keep. I'm so mad that things are so against me today. Because I have been.
How did you get ahead of me?
Because now for every water, I get 9 shards of light.
Oh, jeez. Cheater.
Because you left this one on the board that you said didn't benefit me when I'm rolling 3 blue dice a turn. So, not really cheating.
Cheater.
It's not cheating. Alright, so, oops, I forgot to kill these guys at the end of the last one. Sorry, fellas. Sorry for not killing you. Come on, give me something good. Ugh. What do we got? I think I'm going to take this one. And get rid of...
I feel like a Pokemon trainer now.
And I'm going to get rid of this one.
Alright, I'm going to take that one on the end.
So this is our penultimate round.
So we got 1 more after this?
Yep.
Okay.
Alright, I'm first player.
Yes,
I will Oh, that is my best roll of the game, and I may be keeping it. I am a liar. I am not keeping it. I am re-rolling these 2.
I don't think I'm going to need that for anything. So I'm going to re-roll these 2.
I'm going to go back 1 and re-roll again. Oh, after you.
There we go. I'll take that.
Alright.
Not exactly great, but...
So I got a water and a cloud. 1, 2, 3.
No, 4,
1
5,
water,
5.
but no stone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
And 2 footprints.
And then I rolled 5 clouds, so I get 5 footprints.
I need another one.
So I got 5 footprints and 5 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
1, 2.
So I'm going to spend a footprint to move, and because I pass this, I have to kill one of my companions. So goodbye, this guy, because I don't want him. No offense.
Yeah.
Well, he's not doing anything for me, and I don't really have a lot of fireflies, and I need to have more fireflies than companions at the end of the game for those 10 bonus points. So less companions is better for me.
So I'm going to move here, then here.
I'm going to spend a footprint to move here. and 2 footprints to come in here.
I gotta move here.
And I'm going to end my turn to move my camp.
Alright, and then I'm gonna go ahead and move here and here.
When you move your camp,
Never
it ends
mind.
your turn.
Never mind then.
Alright. So all the dices go back for the final round.
It's my turn.
And it is your turn to be first. There we go. Our final set of companions.
Mm. Mm. Mm.
Yeah.
I'll take this one, I guess.
Good. I did not want that one.
And then that one goes away.
And that one goes away. So if this rolls 2 clouds, it dies. And I want clouds, so no. 3 of anything, it dies. I want multiples, so no. So I guess that leaves me this one, which will at least get me another firefly at the end, which I'm light on, so.
Okay. So I got 3 of a kind. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm not gonna reroll. I got 1, 2, and a firefly. And then what else do I got? I got no fires. I got another footprint. 1, 2, 3 more.
Alright, I got a water and a cloud, which let me activate my reroll, and then 3 points for my, oops. 1, 2, 3, for my adventure. And then I also got 2 water, which gives me 6
forgot about that.
and 3
1,
each
2, 3,
from
4,
2 of my
5, 6.
adventures.
Got
So I
any
get
others? None.
points on those.
I get 1.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3.
Did I get my
4,
firefly?
5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I don't know, did you?
I don't think so.
And then I also rolled no stone, so I get 3 more shards of light. 1, 2, 3. And I think. Oh, nope, I didn't do this one. I got a cloud, so I get 1 shard of light and a footprint. And that's it. So that is the end. It is time for...
So now we go through our cards and collect our...
Yes, it is time
What's
for
from
endgame scoring.
Do you have any?
I do. So I got 2
Did I
for
leave
this
you
one.
enough?
So if you have more fireflies than you do companions, you get 10 points. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 companions, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Oof.
That was close. 7 fireflies, so I get 10 points. 1, 2,
So I've got
3.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 companions. And I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh my gosh.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11,
I think you're flying.
12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17.
Where did you get all the footprints from? This one?
This one and this one gives me footprints.
Jeez.
And like I had one round where I had like 3 fires, so I got a bunch here. And I got
You're gonna
a bunch of fireflies.
You're gonna beat me using footprints.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Alright, so then you get... Well, first you get... We should have started here.
Oh yeah.
The point total for companions.
3, 8.
So I have 1, 2, 3, 4... I have 4, 5, 6, 7.
Okay.
So I have 7, but I have this one, which is -5, so I only get 2. And then we did our shards of light, and then where our camp is at. So my camp is at 15.
Mine's at 12.
So I get 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
And then each footprint. I've got 3 footprints. 1, 2, 3.
6, 7, 8, 9. Okay.
So even though I had a really bad start, I win. It's because I had these 2 cards here, and I was rolling lots of these, if nothing else.
I hit a point where
Hold on.
I stopped caring. I hit a point where I stopped caring about fire and clouds, which is this one, which is my big one.
Yeah. So I started getting like 9 points every turn.
And I didn't get this one till near the end.
So that is Glow.
Man, I was set up pretty good to do really good.
You were.
But I didn't.
So what do you think? I like this one.
This is a fun little game.
I even like the solo one that you have to get online, but it's still fun. So it can be
Fun
played.
little game.
Yeah.
It's easy setup, easy play.
Easy setup, easy play. It's
You
not.
Kind of feel like a Pokemon collector.
The art is phenomenal.
It is interesting.
I love it, but I like the abstract art. Not abstract. Whatever this is. I like it.
Pen line.
Yeah. This was another game that was your pick.
It was my pick. See, I pick good games.
I pick good games too.
I also pick a lot of terrible games.
So that was Glow. We'll probably do the other side, the archipelago, another time, and we'll set up a little better. We'll play across from each other because it'll fit better. We just weren't set up for it today. That way you'll be able to see all our cards as opposed to this time where you saw very little of them. And I'm sorry about that. Because this plays a little bit differently. Oops.
Yeah.
Yes, because how you move, there's no footprints, so these little movements are a little different. And you have several little boats. Alright, so...
So, hold on.
Okay.
I just had a thought.
Yep.
So we pulled out 3 cards at the beginning. Does that happen every time?
Yes.
Regardless?
Yes.
So, if you're playing with 4 people, does it still count out the same?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. It's...
Yeah, never mind. I'm stupid.
Yeah, you just wouldn't do the first player removes a card because there's more players, so more things are getting removed.
My brain went into stupid places.
It does that. You've got a stupid brain. So, thanks for playing along with us.
It seemed pretty intuitive, so I didn't ask a whole lot of questions, but...
You didn't. It is a very easy game. In 2-player, it's got a little bit of a take that, because I'm specifically taking things that'll hurt you, rather than if there were 3 of us, so we would be taking things that would just help ourselves.
Yeah. Not, I don't know. Not, a little bit.
A little bit.
Maybe.
A little bit. So, that was Glow.
It's so illuminating. Instagram, down below. Facebook, also. You're going to see all the same stuff, but some people use one or the other. If you want to help support the channel, eBay store is also down below. I am painting minis slowly and selling them there and working on other things. What else is there? If you like to listen to people talk about horror movies, check out our other channel, Horror in the Hills. That's down below. What else?
I don't know.
I think that's it. That is all, I believe. So, thanks for watching, and until next time, live to roll.